I had the great fortune of meeting and interning for a United States Congressman by the name of Tom Talkie from Iowa. And I interned in his office in Washington, and I worked on his campaign as a young college student and really got into it, really got into the whole politics and public service. And after I got through school and had started my own career, I was an attorney and I was a district attorney. I had the opportunity to follow him in the United States Congress. He decided to run for the Senate, and his seat came open. I talked to him about it, and he encouraged me to run. And so ever since, he has been there every step of the way. I can trace my steps all the way back to a conversation I had in a cafeteria in at Luther College as a college student with Congressman Tom Talkie. And certainly it starts at home. My dad was always a very strong leader, and he didn't do it by being a hard-headed, you know, kind of this is my way and that's the way. He did it by encouragement. He did it by example. I probably learned the most from my dad and watching him and my grandfather work in their little manufacturing company, and but I've learned it from so many people, and some pretty impressive people too, whether it was the President of the United States or the Speaker of the House. You kind of expect that you would learn something from them, of course, but I would have to say probably the most I learned were from people that were in my family or were very close to my family. One is, you know, there's no education in the second kick of a mule, which I'm not sure where I got that, but basically what it means is learn from your mistakes. Don't make too many of them if you can't. Learn from them, because they can really hurt you if you don't. So that's the first one. The second is that if you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. And that's a way of saying, you know, the status quo, and it's maybe a good segue for what's here at CUNA. The board has challenged me to be different, to be bold, to provide leadership, to not just go along with what has always been the case, that we need some new ideas, we need fresh eyes, we need fresh legs, we need fresh, you know, all sorts of fresh momentum.